Let's wire some headlights, taillights, build a battery box, and explain relays for a little bit. There's the battery box, all done, right there. So I'm going to use this for the main ground to come off right there, like that. And then this is the cool fuse box deal that I was talking about. So all the wiring that goes to the relays on the outside will be connected to this, well, the main wire in from the battery, then out, and then to a fuse block, which will run those wires out to all the relays. But this is a trip switch. Basically, it's a breaker. See? So instead of blowing fuses, it just pops a breaker like your home does. And since I have top posts and the side posts right there and there, one set is going to go, one of the positives is going to go to the starter over there. Both the grounds are going to go to here, and then the other one, the other top, probably the side post, will go to that breaker box. That way I won't have like a bunch of wires coming off this one post. And it's an Optima, so that's why I mounted the battery tray like that. And that's from that side. Right there. Okay, so here's an example of a relay, and I'm running it for the fuel pump. You saw that I put it in for the headlights high and low and the radiator fan. I still have to put one in for the transmission cooler, but I'll explain how it goes, and I'll put in a picture of the diagram right here. So how this works is that for me, it's the white wire is the trigger, positive trigger, which is the fuel pump that comes from the harness right there. The blue wire goes out to the device, which is in this case the fuel pump. Then you have your ground right there. The yellow I'm not using, and then the red comes from battery power. Okay, so this is where everything comes in for the headlights. So that would be a ground. This is a running light. You could also make it a turn signal, but I made it into a running light right there, because what I'm using for turn signals is these big fog lights right here. Since I'm not going to be really using them for fog lights, I figured I'd use them as turn signals. The truck originally had big old lights up there for turn signals, and one actually had like a brake light in the back of it, but I'm using them as turn signals. So the running light ties into this running light, which is what goes, 54 has a running light that goes right here with the grill. So that will be a running light, which is where this one's coming out. Once I put the grill in and the lights, that'll go right there. So there's the running light right there, and that will go in the grill, and it goes right there. So that and this will be a running light. So we have our high beam relay and our low beam relay. Again, we got the ground. These go to power, battery power, and then trigger switches from the switch inside, and then they go out to the devices. And there's my radiator fan relay, which the spout fan has a pigtail. So I wired in the pigtail for trigger and then out. The trigger is from the dash, a harness, and then the out goes to this, and then it's all triggered, which turns the relay on, is by battery power here, and then the ground here. So there that all is. And then I have all that daisy chained to the passenger side. Here's the passenger side, not as much electronics going on over here, but so running light, which goes down to the other running light and grill, This one right here is my turn signal, which comes up and into this, which is the fog light. In my case, I'm making it a blinker. And that's about it on this side. Pretty basic. And just so everyone's curious, these are the headlights I went with the tri-bar. And the mounting bucket is those 7-inch one Harley Davidson ones. They fit perfect, and it's got the little screw down here, and then the trim ring can go up in top right there. And it fits the stock trim ring just fine. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go with the stock trim rings or if I'm gonna go with one with a little visor on it. I'm still undecided on that one, but we'll see. Okay, so now we're up underneath. So that's my main harness. I have to get more of these little rubber mount pieces because I kind of ran out. So I got to still hook it all up for the rest that run all the way to the back. But it comes in here. This one right here is for the hood actuator. This one goes to the starter. And then I have the harness that comes down. One more little guy right there. And then it goes into the frame and then all the way to the back. And this bundle right here, this all goes to the engine. So this is like, well actually, sorry. This one goes to the transmission. And this one goes to the engine. Oil pressure sending unit, water sending unit, temperature. Then this one, it goes to the, these two go to the distributor. One's tack, and then the other one is for the battery off the distributor. And these are the tail lights. And then I'll put in that. I got the other side for a video to show you how they work. But these are 1950 Pontiac taillights. They're glass with, I love the blue dots. And then up here are just LEDs. And that's all wired in. So how I have them wired in is all 4 of the lights are running lights or tail lights. And then this little guy right here is for the tag light, because I'm going to be putting the license plate right here. So I have to put a little tag light right there still, and then the attachment points for the license plate. But that's once I get the tag light to put right there. So these ones up here are running lights and then turn signals, left and right. And these ones are running lights and brake lights. So that's it for the videos on electrical. So I'll explain the relays, how I hooked those up, got the headlights ran, taillights ran, fuel pump ran, and showed you how I wire loomed it all up, and that's it. So thanks for watching this one, and like I said, this is the last one for electrical, so I won't bore you guys anymore with that. And then please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what's going on, what you'd like to see, and that's it for now. Thanks, bye.